we want to welcome you in. I have a very special guest for you, my dear friend Sheri. Sheri and I actually connected through the virtual leadership retreat of 2021. We were very honored to be speakers at that retreat, and I got to meet her, and she's a wonderful friend from Canada. And I have been enjoying so much sharing these soul sparks with you of hearing people's journeys of how they got into social selling and how it's changed their life. So I want to welcome you, Sheri. And if you would please introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me, Laura, for this opportunity. So yeah, my name is Sheri, and super excited that Laura and I have got to connect on a little bit more of a deeper level. So I am a wife. I'm a mother of two amazing, I don't even know, kids. They're 18 and 20. They're almost like adults now. I have a dog as well. And yeah, I've worked in the dental field for 32 years. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that as we get going on here.
I love it. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to kick us off just asking, did you have any concerns in the beginning about network marketing or social selling companies? Did anything come up from you for the start?
You know, it's interesting because I never really had any issues with that, but I heard a lot of people talking about this like network marketing and it's a pyramid scheme. And, you know, it wasn't really a concern for me, but then I actually started to dive into it a little bit more. And I thought to myself, like a pyramid scheme, number one, is illegal, right? So we don't want to be doing something like that, where doTERRA has a product that we provide for people. So there's nothing about a pyramid scheme. But the really interesting thing is that, you know, I worked in a dental office before, and there's always like the top person in the organization, or in a company, there's the top person. So they're at the very, very top, and they cannot be surpassed. But the amazing thing with our company, doTERRA, is that all those people at the bottom can end up at the top. So we kind of are in a bit of a pyramid, but ours is upside down because anybody can get to the top. And that's the kind of the neat thing about it. So when people say to me, oh, this is a pyramid scheme, and I'm like, that's illegal, right? So definitely I didn't have any concerns about it, but now that question does get asked to me often. So I definitely know, you know, how to answer that question now.
I love that you brought that up. And I am like you, I like to explore when that question comes up of, oh, tell me a little bit more about that. Or what do you know about that? And usually it's a friend of the friend who had some type of experience, and that can kind of come from that. So I love that you addressed that so beautifully. And I was curious, how did you get started with doTERRA?
Well, my story is, it's a pretty simple story, but I want to share with you. I used to work at a 9 to 5 job, the daily grind from being where I was then to where I am today. And so let's roll back to July of 2018. I worked in the dental office. I worked with the most amazing dentist. We had a great relationship. And at the end of the day, he said to me, Sheri, he goes, I want to have a meeting with you. Well, I was super excited because my review was coming up the next month. And I thought to myself, like, wow, like, you know, he wants to talk to me sooner about this review than, you know, than when it's time for it. And so I just need to tell you that, like, I got along really well with this dentist. I worked for him for 32 years. We worked so well together. I respected him. We could do a root canal and not speak to each other. So we had a really great relationship. So keep in mind, these reviews never happened on time, never mind early. So we sat down at the desk, and I was across from him. And it was a bit of a blast, a bit of a scorch, a burn is what had happened. And I had said before we started talking was, I'm super excited about this, you know, about this meeting, that we want to have this review early. This is super exciting. And the look on his face said it all. So it was a bit of a blast. It was about, you're not good enough. You couldn't do this. You were, you know, you're not this, you're not that. Like, it just went on and on and on. My body got into a state of numbness where I felt like my heart was racing. I couldn't speak. I couldn't talk. And through a tear, I stopped listening. My heart was pounding. Through a tear, I mumbled to him, like I said, I was sorry, and I didn't know, you know, why this was happening or what was happening. I was like in total shock from this. So at the end of it, he said to me, you can go now. And I was like, go? Like, I can't even move right now. So anyways, something had happened, and it was a curveball that was thrown at me that day. So I had to drive home, and it took me about 10 minutes to kind of, you know, gain my composure from that. So he left the meeting room, and I was still a little bit like, you know, surprised at
Shocked. Yeah.
this meeting, what was happening here. And I thought, like, what have I done? Like all of a sudden here. And so I was driving home and something happened to me. So do you know your why, or do you know what your purpose is in life? Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? Well, my why changed, and it became very clear to me on that day that I needed to stop working for somebody else and work for myself,
Mm.
to work for my dreams and to, work for my purpose. So I was done making millions for this man. And I was done being paid less of my worth for what I really was. And I was decided on that day, I will determine my worth. And I did. So the most amazing thing happened in June of last year. I resigned from my job, from that dental career, after 32 years. So my
Wow.
life has changed. And three things I'm going to tell you that happened to me from that was I needed to change my mindset. And number two was I had to make a change. And was I afraid? I was very afraid to make that change. I second guessed myself a lot. And the third thing is that I learned how to connect with people and never, ever run out of networking with people.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing that with us. What I find so interesting is a lot of people come to doTERRA either for the oils or for the business because they went through a lot of hard knocks in life. And sometimes we're faced with those decisions and they can put us on a different path. And I believe that that next step will reveal itself. And so that's, wow, that's so powerful that you shared that. And may I ask, how has social selling changed your life? Like, other than the income, what did you notice growth in?
Well, it's inevitable that your personal growth does change, because there's a lot of roadblocks along the way with maybe selling things to people, and people maybe have a bad name for selling things to people. But when you change your mindset about helping people and serving people, it becomes very authentic. And you know what? The most amazing thing is I did love my job before, but when you find your true passion in life, it feels effortless. So, yes, I have personal growth. I've gotten over fears. I've gotten over you're not enough, you're not good enough. And I kind of went through that a lot in my job where I was like, always be better, always work harder, always do this, always. And I was always trying to make myself a better person. And I know today I'm okay with who I am. So, I learned that from living in that life, working in that 9 to 5 job, working underneath somebody else's thumb every day, to I'm okay who I am, and I don't need to change who I am. But you do change, your mindset changes in this business, and the mindset changes from, like, I can't to I can, or I'm not enough, or I'm perfect for this world. So, and it's a great thing to always be, learning a little bit more about ourselves, and becoming, our best selves.
Mm, I love that. That's so powerful. And what would you say to someone who is on the fence about starting a business with doTERRA and they're concerned about maybe juggling a full-time job and doing this business, or juggling motherhood in this business? I know you have a lot of insight into both of those.
Yes. And so I started with the products about 5 years ago because I was having some skin trouble. That's how I got started with it, was using the products. And then it turned into the business, after you fall in love with these products. And I was a mom. Of course, I had teenagers at that time, and we played rep hockey with both kids. So from the time I left work, 9 to 5 job, it was home for dinner and off we ran to the rink. So people say I don't have enough time, and I would be just like, you probably don't ever hear those words come out of my mouth, because we all have 24 hours. It's how we decide to do with those 24 hours. Also, working 9 to 5, we have time, and I was not the person to sit in that lunchroom and talk and eat for 1 hour. That was a waste of time to me, where I could, be doing something with my business, even getting out for a walk and listening to some books on Audible to help you with your personal growth. So those are some things too. So when you say, what I have kids, and I have full-time job, that's up here in your mind, that you're making excuses for yourself. Because when you really want to do something and your why is so powerful and so strong, and the day that I left that meeting, my why became very, very strong, and I found time. And if it was an hour a day, and you can easily do this business by spending 1 hour a day if you learn a simple system to be consistent with, it will grow your business. It's inevitable, but there's always excuses, and the excuses we make up ourselves. And maybe it's because we don't want to do the business, or maybe we don't really know why we want to do the business. So diving deeper about why are you really here, and why do you want to do this? It starts out as money normally, like you want to get your products paid for. But when you can have like time freedom, and you can have financial freedom, and you can have a passion that just like lights you up to wake up to help and take and serve other people, I can't tell you, it's the most amazing opportunity that I have been given in my life.
Thank you for sharing all of that with us. That's so powerful. And I love what you said about your thoughts. I 100% agree with that. This is so much, we say it all the time. It really is a personal development journey, and noticing our thoughts and questioning them. Is that true? Okay, what if the opposite is true? And navigating, kind of coaching ourselves through that is a really, really powerful tool. I want to thank you for your time and sharing your story and your journey with us, Sheri. And where can people find you? Because I know you're on social media and in lots of places.
Yes, so I'm on Facebook. So that's my number one platform, Essential Sheri. You can find me there. It's a public group, so you can just ask to join, and I will admit you in. Instagram, we know that Laura's Jam is on Instagram, and Sheri's learning Instagram, so I'm there. But honestly, like, Laura is like your Instagram jam girl. I honestly, like, I love her. I follow her. She's amazing. So I'm on Instagram, but anyway, just learning. And my latest platform, and I don't know about you, Laura, but I'm on TikTok.
Me too. Yes, it's
So
fun.
it's fun. I headed over there like about, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. And we believe in like coincidences, it's the algorithms, it's all these crazy things. But this week, something really amazing happened. I did a video. It was pretty short, and it hit 70K.
That's amazing. Oh my
I
goodness. What was
know.
your video about? Tell us about that.
It's about the seven signs of the universe connecting with you. So through
Mm.
like deja vu, through dreams, through so those kind of things. And it's a quick video. It's only 30 seconds long, so you have to go check it out. And there's so many people on there that resonate with you, with those, along those lines. We were talking about, feathers this week, and seeing signs of 111, and just, kind of the higher purpose, the universe, God, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. And there's a deep connection for people like that. And these
Mm.
people that I've been connecting with in TikTok, they just have like the kindest hearts. It's so amazing. And the bottom line is that, if I can help somebody or make somebody feel better at the end of the day, that's the whole purpose. And yes, we love to sing and dance, and we love to show our dogs and all those things, but to find value, and just to make somebody feel good at the end of the day, it's priceless. It really is.
Oh, that's so powerful. And I love that, Sheri. I love asking for signs from the universe and angel numbers and feathers and feeling that connection. I will have to go check it out. Are you essentially Sheri over on TikTok too?
Essential Sheri on
Essential
TikTok. Yes.
Sheri. Okay. We will post links so that we can find you and go watch that video, because it sounds amazing.
Yeah. Awesome.
And thank you for your time. Thank you for your heart and for sharing. I'm so grateful. This is one of the fun things about doTERRA's community, and we're constantly meeting other people and connecting with them. And it's been such a joy to meet you, Sheri. And thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, and hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.